Hey, what's happening? What's going on YouTube? It's Crypto Matt here today. Well, first off, I just got a Coinigy account, so I'm going to be using this for my charting for a little bit. Maybe from here on out. I like the general idea of it so far. Um, you can trade on here and do lots of good things. It's got a live order book. I can make trades and all of that stuff. But for right now, I mean, you came here because the title of the video says something about pitchforks and fibs in it. So I just figure let's dive into it. Right now I'm looking at the BTC to USD on Bitfinex. That tends to be the price I look at when I am looking at Bitcoin. So I'm also on a 1 hour chart right now, just for the sake of keeping it easy. Excuse me. So let's get started here. I guess first off, let's start with the pitchfork and just kind of how I use it. I know there's lots of different ways to use it, but this is just the most simple way for me. I use it for channeling. I know that there's different ways that you can use this that are way more in-depth than what I'm about to show you, but this is what works for me. And back in like August when I was trading a lot of LTC, this is what I was using, and it was making me a lot of money. So just going to show y'all real quick how it works. All right, so if we were going to play this Bitcoin trend back in December, what I would have done is let it build a channel. So I mark my channel of the start of the pitchfork. Basically, I just drew it out for you. I didn't really talk through it much, but it's just you basically line up the greens with the peak and with the trough of the candles. And then I drag and pull until I get two connections on both sides. And then from that point on, I'm deeming my channel as intact until proven otherwise, which actually worked out pretty well here. So let's look at it here. So the channel is confirmed at this point on. And so once it bounces off this is a buy sign for me. It's also a double bottom if you're looking at the actual metrics of the chart. And it's forming that nice W that we like, the bullish W. So it breaks here, obviously has the big candle up, hits the top of our channel, and kind of consolidates and fizzles down a little bit to the bottom of our channel, bounces up, bottom of the channel, and again, this was a nice little cup and handle, it looks like, to the top of the channel, and then we get a double top here, which turned into didn't double top that was looking to potentially be a cup and handle, broke the cup and handle all the way down to the bottom, and broke through this resistance, and then it started free falling, and at that point, that's a sell sign, obviously. You can also treat any of these top channel hits as a sell sign. It's a little more risky. I like this more for like holding, whatever you want to call it, just because it's not a great real-time indicator, but it's a trend indicator, right? So it's showing you what the general trend of the chart is doing, which this was perfectly executed for us. We broke the green. Blue is basically, for me, blue is like a warning sign. If it gets halfway through the blue, I'm definitely out. As well as halfway through the blue up here, I'm definitely out, and I'm going to let it fall back down and consolidate a little bit. Generally, the RSI would be out the roof on both of these. And then once it broke through this blue, we see this outside channel, we see a big candle down, and that just confirms that it broke the trend. And you can basically draw these pitchforks either bullish or bearish, so just however it lines up. But this was a prime example of a great channel that we could have worked with here. So that's just a quick and easy pitchfork tutorial, I guess you could say. And let's look at the fib now. Also, I can look in the pitchfork here in just a second, see if it's a potential or not. I'll probably let it do a little bit more, and I'll show you why, because of this fib, why I'm going to let it play a little bit before figuring something out. So on the fib, you want to look at the latest swing, so the latest price action. And here, I'm going to start my fib up at the top, and then drag it down all the way to this bottom candle here, which is hard to see, but it's right there. And that's that. So what I'm also going to do is kind of extend out my lines a little bit right here off of the 38, and then I'm going to do the same thing off of the 61, 62 line. Okay, so with the fib, what this is showing is the retracement that's happening, right? So it's a fib retracement is what the tool is called, the indicator. Here, basically it's saying from the very bottom of this trough, how much is needed to go up in order to get back to where it was previously. Generally, this 38% is considered a buy sign, and you're not supposed to buy anything that's underneath this. So, yes, you would have missed out on some big gains right here, but technical trading says that this could be a bull trap, to where it looks like it's about to skyrocket, and then big buy walls or big sell walls come back in and stuff it out. You could also potentially look at the channel here and see that it broke the channel, but again, that's a little sketchy. So general rule of thumb is to wait till it bounces out of the 38.2 for a confirmed trend reversal. Now from this point, anything in here is technically a buy. And if you play the opposite side, if you're shorting, anything that's in here is considered a short if it's still a bearish trend. So shorting is when you basically are predicting that the price is going to go down, right? So let's try and combine these two indicators here. Actually, I don't want to combine them. I just want to draw lines. It'll be easier. And again. So basically what I'm doing right now is I just drew a line from this top of the candle, bottom, and then along these lines here, just to kind of give like a very, very quick generic channel of what I could see happening. If it stays true, obviously it'll probably widen out a lot more than it is right now. But this just shows kind of like how you could be playing this to see like potential price action. I could even go in here and start to form a pennant. And these are all just quick lines that don't look good, but I want to drop this one down. And so this just shows that now that it's bouncing around in this 38% mark, this is technically considered a buy, and then it would definitely be considered a buy if it kind of fills in this pennant and starts moving up. I would say that's a trend reversal. So that's just kind of how I use the fib retracement tool. I know there's a lot more in-depth stuff that a lot of people do with it. For me, it's really just signifying when can I start looking at buying again after a big drop. When is my initial I'm going to consider buying after a big drop take place? And for me, that's after the 38% mark of retracement. So that's how I use it, and I hope this was super helpful for you. Let me know if you like Coinigy more than my TradingView stuff. I think it's a little easier to see, and it offers a bunch of other features for me that I like. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions about Pitchforks or Fibs. I'd love to answer them in my Discord, which is linked below. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you found this information useful. Like this video. I plan on doing a lot more like technical stuff, obviously, in the future, and trading, and how I'm using my technical indicators to trade. So, yeah, subscribe. Peace.